Happy birthday, Ohamadike. Happy birthday, Ohamadike Biafra. Oh.
Your son, your disciple, His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is another example. You are a clear example of this present day of what Jesus represents, laying down all that he has just for the freedom of their people. Greetings to the entire Biafra Defense Forces, young men and women, indigenous army of the people of Biafra, indigenous army of the territory whose mothers title peace rapper. In this army, you find the Igbo-speaking Biafrans. In this army, you find the Calabar-speaking Biafrans. You find the Kwere-speaking Biafrans. You find the Soko-Robo-speaking Biafrans. You find the Godomi-Godo-speaking Biafrans. You find the Ka Anioma, Igala, Igede, Idoma. You find the IBIBIO, the ANNANG, Akpakiron. You find the IKOM. You find all the territories where mothers title peace rapper. You find them in this army. This army is indeed an indigenous army. It's not like the so-called Nigerian army that has a loyalty to one Sokoto Caliphate. We don't really know the origin of that Sokoto Caliphate. Probably it's from the Fulani or wherever, I don't know, from the Arab world. Our root is not from Arab. So our army does not have their loyalty to any Sokoto Caliphate or any British empire or any foreign power. They have their loyalty to the people of Biafra. They have their loyalty to the people whose mother tied to peace rapper, which is our natural boundary. The old eastern region, which in a quest to divide us and conquer us, they divided us to be South and Southeast. And you and I know that geographically, South is incorrect. So that is the ploy to divide us so as to create enmity between us. But in the recent, we are all Southeast, whether from old Niger or from the Igbo-speaking part, we are all Southeast. So I really want to say a very big thank you to the Biafra Defense Forces for the excellent work they are doing to defend the babies, the women, and the children of Biafra. And any army that is under the BDF that is defending babies, women, children, that is defending civilian populace, that is defending Christians and every other religion found in this territory where women tie to peace rapper. My greetings go to you. My salute goes to you, and my respect goes to you. Thank you very much to the Chief of Defense Staff, the Triple Star General, Igwe Butuzo, and the commanders, the generals, and the personnel, even to the least staff under their command, to their cooks, to their cleaner. We say a very big thank you and a very big salute to you. And special greetings to our Honorable Acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechukwu Kere, for the great work that he's doing in Washington, D.C., for what he has done for the Biafran people and what he is still doing, for the insult that he has taken for us, just like his bosses, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, of the Biafran people. There's no way we can repay you. Words are not going to repay you. The only thing that can repay every sacrifice made by anyone is our freedom, which is Biafra. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama, Ogenu Vievie, is said to give us our freedom because this is our season, this is our time Nobody is going to silence us. Nobody is going to silence the voice of freedom. No matter what they try to do, we are ready and we are determined to be free, because freedom is my right too. I deserve to be free too. I deserve to have access to good life as well. You know, speaking on the topic briefly, it is quite unfortunate that we have this type of elders, Igbo elders, Biafran elders, Pandef elders. Growing up, these are not the kind of elders our fathers used to be. This is why today I have a little daughter of 4 years and 1 month. And whenever she is sick, my innerst desire is that God, because I don't want to see her in pain, God, if possible, that I will buy the medicine, I will buy the medication, but God, if possible, that you transfer that pain from her into me. That is my innerst desire. If I see any harm coming to her, I would rather make myself available to chest that harm than for the harm to come to her. You understand? So this is the way I was brought up. This is the way our fathers behaved to us. Our fathers will not allow us to suffer. Our fathers will not watch us to cry. The death that should come to us, our father will make them. I was brought up. But unfortunately, what we see of our elders today, from Isoko, Urobo, to Igbo, to Calabar, to Igodo, Migodo, to every part of Biafra, where our mothers tied to peace wrapper, our elders will conveniently take money from those that are coming to kill us and bring them in, show them the way to our hiding place, show them the way to where we are, so that the killers can kill us because they have collected money. This is quite pathetic. This is it is an abomination. It is something that has never been heard of before. Sometimes we ask the question, God, what is happening? Are these really our elders? No wonder that there is a lot of invasion of foreign powers in our land, and as of today, the only piece of land that was handed over to them by our ancestors is about to be taken away from us. We have been denied of all the benefits that comes with the land. We have been denied of the benefit that comes from our resources. The foreigners have hijacked all of them. Yet you see these elders supporting them. When elders from other regions like the Yoruba regions, Hausa, even the Fulani elders are supporting their own, our elders are the ones that are selling us out. Our elders are the ones that are betraying us. It is quite unfortunate. Talking about the song they sang, Uzobu Zobu, I will see it from another perspective. If truly they sing that song from the depth of their heart, with all seriousness and all genuineness, then the song could mean that releasing our son, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is not a plea. We are not begging for it. We are demanding for his release. It is a do or die, because this is a war scenario. If truly they sang that song with every sincerity of their heart, you understand? Because I don't really believe that this time is the time to go and be kneeling down to beg anybody. You understand? In the first place, they committed crime against us by kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Nigeria committed that crime, of that international crime. They kidnapped him from Kenya and renditioned him and locked up in DSS dungeon, not even in prison. This is crime against humanity. This is crime against the international laws. You understand? So going there to kneel down to beg them and other relatives is the right thing. So if they sang that song, Buzabu Zabu, is a message that God at those days that will be coming here to kneel down and beg you. And they should continue with that spirit. And they should mean it. An old man of 70 years old, 60 years old, 80 years old, What are you living? I think your remaining life should be lived for your children. Your remaining life should be sacrificed for the freedom of your children. That is what a true elder will do. At age 80, 70, 60, what are you still looking for? What are you still afraid of? Why are you so scared to speak the truth? If our brother Sunday Igboho that agitated for freedom, all his elders rallied around him, and today he is a free man. He comes to Nigeria to do rally for Oduduwa freedom, and nobody touched him as a result of the fact that he has good elders that stand behind him. The Fulanis, even though their children, their youth are doing terrorism, they are killing babies, women, and children. They have been recruited into the military, committing mayhem all over the place. They never deny their youth. They never deny their sons and daughters. They still stand behind their sons and daughters. Why are our elders different? They that should be fighting for freedom for us. They that should be fighting for us to be free. They are the ones that are bringing enemies, bringing terrorists to kill the children that rise up to fight for the freedom. And I want to say a very big thank you to every Biafran, every young man, every young woman from the Biafra region, from the old Eastern region, that has stood firm, that has stood so tall, speaking for the freedom of their people. You may not understand what you are doing right now. There is some years to come, you will understand if you are still alive. But if you are not still alive, your children will understand and they will reap the benefit of everything that we are doing today. Because, you know, sometimes when what we are passing through today, the United States of America, the most powerful country, the greatest nation on earth today, went through it. Probably when they engaged in their fight for freedom, people took them for granted. People took them for a joke. People saw them like, how can you fight against Almighty Britain to get freedom? But today, look at where they are. They are the world power as of today. You heard the analysis that the Honorable Minister of Information gave yesterday as regarding the vote for Palestine, Palestine, state of Palestine, yeah? Out of 15 votes, 1 against 14. And that one takes the lead. That one came from the United States of America. America said no. That you cannot reward, you cannot compensate terrorism with a state. And that is our stand. If you want to fight for freedom, if you need your freedom, fine. Go and fight for freedom. Don't go and kill innocent. Don't go and commit terrorism. Don't go and kill innocent babies, women, and children that are armless. They're just having fun, doing party. Are you going to slaughter those people? Are you want to be compensated with a state? It is not done like that. If you are truly fighting for freedom, then direct your arms towards the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force. Direct your arms against the government, not against innocent civilians, not against babies and children. So when you go against the military of Israel, and you are able to decimate them to the point that the world now see that, this thing is getting out of hand, the world will come in. Then negotiation begins from there. They're going to kill innocent babies, women, and children that are just having fun doing party. You behead them, even babies of 3 years old. My goodness. That is not hard to fight for. That is not freedom fighting. Killing innocent civilians is not freedom fighting. That is terrorism. And you cannot be rewarded with a state due to your act of bullying and terrorism. It is not done anywhere. This is why you said the United States of America said no. And that one vote makes the difference. That should tell you where our leaders have taken us to. That should tell you what our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has always cried for. That let us get our way into Washington, D.C. That should tell you why the Prime Minister showed us the way to Washington, D.C. by helping us to hire these great lobbyists, the moral global strategists, led by Jim Moran and Elias Gerasulis. That should tell you the reason why he hired the attorney one of the best attorneys in the world, of high repute, Amadabiri. Look at where we are today. This is why he showed us the way to the likes of Michael Rubin. Today we are meeting with senators, congressmen, decision makers in Washington, D.C. So as many of you that are still thinking that we are joking in this place, it is not a joke. Because play, none of you think that we could even enter Washington, D.C. Congress House to speak about our freedom, to tell the world about our freedom. But today it has happened. But play. We will be in alliance, defense alliance with the United States of America. And play with all these heavy weapons that Nigeria is bringing to our land to kill our people because we say we want to be free. Play. By the grace of God, you will still be seeing our heavy weapons. You will still see heavy weapons with our military that they will use to neutralize, destroy all these heavy weapons that these terrorists are bringing to our land to kill our people as a result of the declaration of the independent states of Biafra. Play. You will sleep thinking that you are still in Nigeria, not knowing that the state of Biafra has been restored. So my people, let us come together, let us unite in one unit, in one force, and fund our military. Like I've always said, a foreigner cannot defend you better than your brother. When you talk about Nigeria forces, these are foreigners. Most of them are from Yoruba. Most of them are from Hausa. Most of them are from Fulani. Most of them say they are missionaries that are not even from the place they call Nigeria. They are from different countries, mercenaries. No, not missionaries, mercenaries. They are mercenaries from different parts of the world that you don't even know their background. These are hardened criminals, killers that they brought to our land to fight us. How would you want to entrust your security in the hands of such people? Repented Boko Haram that were integrated into the Nigerian army, into the Nigerian security architecture, sent to Biafra land. Why do you want to entrust your security into the hands of those foreigners who do not share the same blood with you, who do not share the same value system with you, who do not share the same religion with you? They don't even eat the kind of food you eat. They don't look like you. They don't dress like you. They don't speak like you. They don't reason like you. Why would you want to entrust your security in the hands of a foreigner? A foreigner cannot protect you better than a brother. You have a brother in the Biafra Defense Forces, in the Biafra Liberation Army, in the Biafra Resistance Fighter, in the Biafra Navy, in the Biafra Air Force, and every armed group within the Biafra defenses. These are your brothers, these are your sisters. Support them. Let us support them. Let us encourage them. Let us fund them. Let us give them. When you hear the news that General Gentle is being chased after, this has been done to him, the reason why the silence is that because we don't have what it takes. Our army does not have what it takes to really chase these people. Otherwise, if they have what it takes, if they have a mortar fighter jet, heavy weapons, they will be the one chasing the enemies, the terrorists out of our land. This is where you come in. This is where you come in with your funding. Our people are richly blessed. They are very rich and wealthy. God has a reason of making you rich and wealthy. It's for such a time as this. Please, don't hide. If you want to be honest to yourself, you will understand that there is no hope in Nigeria. For over how many years? Over 100 years of amalgamation of Nigeria. What have you got to show for Nigeria? What we have to show for Nigeria is extreme hunger. What we have to show for Nigeria is insecurity. What we have to show for Nigeria is foreign identity being imposed on us. Foreigners managing our territories. Foreigners laying ownership to our land. This is all we have to show for Nigeria. What we have to show for Nigeria is terrorism. What we have to show for Nigeria is killing of our babies, women, and children, raping of our women, burning our market and our residential home. burning our old fathers and mothers in their sleep. This is all we have to show for Nigeria. All we have to show for Nigeria is hunger, suffering, hardship. Little girls doing hookup, doing runs. They have to give themselves, give their body before they can put food on their table. This is all we have to show for Nigeria. All we have to show for Nigeria is married women sleeping with little Yahoo boys who have duped white men of their hard-earned money. Married women with kids, they go and sleep with them, have sex with them, just to get money to take care of their family because the father could not provide for the upkeep of the family. This is all you have to show for Nigeria. All you have to show for Nigeria is harassment from security, the supposed security forces, in form of extortion, in form of adoption, in form of judicial killing, extrajudicial killing. What we have to show for Nigeria is when the people cast their vote, it is the court that selects the leader. That is all that you have to show for Nigeria. It's an indication and it's an explanation that this foreign entity imposed on our land called Nigeria is owned by foreigners and managed by foreigners with our few recruited brothers and sisters to enable them to hijack our land, conquer our territory, take away our resources from us, so that we that have these huge resources, we are not beneficiaries of these resources. To prove it to you that Nigeria is owned by the foreigners, whenever it is time for them to select their new rulers to bring calamities upon the people, to kill the people, to use their military and police and whatever to kill the people, whenever they want to select their new leader, they go to the true owner of this foreign identity that is imposed on us called Nigeria. They go to the true owner, which is who is in Chatham House. Where is Chatham House? Chatham House is in Britain. They must go to that place for the true owner of this foreign identity called Nigeria to give the approval of the new ruler that is going to bring calamity upon the indigenous people whose land this foreign identity called Nigeria is imposed. Let our people wise up. As for our elders, it is quite unfortunate. It's better they wake up and sing that song, Uzobu Zobu. If they really mean that song they sing, they should live to the reality of that song. At enough of the going to Sokoto to begin to bend down and link somebody's ass. Go to somewhere and begin to beg, be on your knees before you can lay ownership to your own land, lay ownership to your own resources. Everything, all things are yours, but you have no ownership to all of those things that are yours. That is a miserable condition, a miserable situation. And to as many of you that God has blessed to support this freedom, to help us get our freedom faster, and you are being discouraged, you are being dissuaded by the activities that have gone on, that have been going on in this movement, by the sabotage that have been happening, I want to reassure you that the era of sabotage is gone. Era of sabotage is gone. Today, nobody is going to sabotage this movement and go scot-free. I pity those that were present when the bylaws of the Biafra Republic government in exile were written and adopted, and they adopted these bylaws. Yet they still went ahead to sabotage. I pity them because those very laws they signed to will be the same laws that are going to judge them. So my people, if you are still sitting on the fence, the nobodies, the lows have taken you to Washington, D.C. You that are the academia or academician, whatever they call you, you that call yourself the elite because you have the money, it is now time for you to take it up from here. and get us to our freedom as quick as possible. And one thing I want to assure you is that in the nation of Biafra, you will do better than you are doing in Nigeria. This Okonje Wala, Chimamanda, all of these big names, it is time for you to come up. But if you refuse to come up, we are not going to be surprised, because a lot of these rich people, they take delight when they see that everybody around them is starving to death. There is no electricity in all the surrounding, all their neighborhoods, but they are the only ones that can afford Lister generator to generate electricity for their compound and their household. They are the only ones that can feed very well. They are the only one, whenever they are sick, their children can be taken to hospital. They are the only ones who can fly themselves abroad for medical treatment whenever they are sick. They are very happy when they see that their children are the only ones going to school. Their children are going to good schools, while the children of the poor, of people around them, are living wayward life because they cannot afford school. They are on the street. They are very happy about it. So if they don't even come up, we are not surprised, because this has been their lifestyle. But history will be kind to you if you come in now and support the freedom of your people. Biafra is the home of the righteous children of God. These are Biafrans. Biafra is the only place that we will be proud to call a home, not Nigeria. Nigeria is a foreign identity. What does Nigeria mean in your language? Isoko man. We more you Nigeria for Isoko. We more Nigeria for Urobo. We more Nigeria for Igbo. We more Nigeria for Edo, Igodo Migodo. We more you Nigeria for Calabar. We more Nigeria for Igali, Ido Maigede, Anyoma Ika. We more you Nigeria. What is the meaning of Nigeria? Does Nigeria have any meaning to you? Nigeria doesn't have any meaning. Donald Trump said that allowing foreigners who do not have the same value with you, the same religion with you, the same thinking, the same mindset with you, allowing them into your nation is taking your nations to hell. It's taking your nations to hell. But our president, Donald Trump, this is what Biafrans have been forced to live under for over 100 years. They forced us to live under foreigners that we have nothing in common with. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same value system. We don't have the same religion. We don't have the same mindset. These people are retrogressive. We are progressive. These people are nomadic. We are innovative. These people are barbaric. We are civilized. We have the Western civilization. Why they have their Arabic barbaric civilization? These are the people we have been forced to live under the same country with for over 100 years. Then you can imagine the hell that we have been all these years. I'm speaking to our president, the president of the world, Donald Trump. You told them in the United Nations meeting that was just said in New York that allowing all these people is taking them to hell. But we have been in this hell. This is why we are fighting so hard to get out today. The only place we can call a home is Biafra. I know I've spoken for a while. Please, Biafrans, kindly reach out for the mic and speak. And before I yield the mic, I will sign out with my signature, which goes like this. Uwo, uwo rezina, uwo re Biafra, uwo rufoma, uwo rezina, uwo rezina, uwo rezina, uwo re Biafra, uwo rudede, uwo rezina, uwo rezina, uwo rudede, uwo rezina, uorufoma, euo, euo, resina, uoruzwaza, euo, euo, resina, uoregale, euo, euo, resina, uore Biafra, euo, euo, resina, uore Biafra, euo, euo, resina.
Please, what is the Iwo Resina? Can you explain it to us? Because we love your song.
Okay, Resina, that is the home of the righteous,
Hey, yeah,
the home of peace,
yes.
the home of
This is
freedom,
what we like.
the home of
This
blessing.
is what we.
Yes,
This is what we are looking for. This is what,
Biafra is the home of
and we
freedom.
can have it here before we go to paradise. We can have it here first before we go to paradise. We can have it here. Yes, a home of righteousness, a country of goodness, a country with light, a country with water, a country with good road. This is what we've been looking for. You know, like you rightly said, President Trump. This is what we passed through for over a century, and we are still on it. I pray that these days that you hearken unto our plea and recognize Biafra. We now know how powerful you guys are, particularly our unbelieving Biafrans. You see how powerful America is to the world, to the UN, to the United Nations. You can see, you know, with only one vote, it's supposed to be the other way around, but it became the other way around. I was shocked, you know. That shows you the power, the seat they have in the whole wide world. So when no wonder MNK dreamt of our PM doing this. And no wonder our PM did the same thing. And no wonder APM followed suit. And then for our confused brothers and sisters, I hope with this, your eyes can be cleared. So when you also see them in space, please don't harass them. So far as they're not picking mic, they can stay and listen. Maybe the veil Ngozi used, and Vam used, and Adade Oranjo used, and the Ma used to cover their faces, who are clearing when they are hearing your voice. I appreciate you, Rage. Another thing is concerning the song, the so-called Red Capo Igbo leaders who sang. They have intentions there to go and plead, not to fight. It's a war song. War song. War song is where you fight. I know you can fight, you know, media wars and this other way war, but these ones, they don't understand nothing. They went there to plead because in their very before, one told them out of the government, terrorist Nigeria government side, told them, okay, you know what we do? Akwande Bialo for protest. You know what we do now? I am now part of you now. Let's just give us your leaders. And immediately I had give us your leaders. Where do you remember? I remember what they did in Okwama. Guys, you remember? They said, give us your leaders so we can go and talk with them. Then went there and gunned all of them down. I became afraid for themselves yesterday, how stupid they are. You know, they told them, give us your who is the head, who is the in charge, the chairman. They pointed at the person, and the other people they pointed. They said, okay, we can now go to somewhere else and sit down and talk. Hey, I did enough and one monster because how many times would things happen to you before you learn your lesson? So this is why I said you came to plead. He was pleading, they came to plead. He was pleading. And then they came in with war songs. With a war song, I was like, excuse you, excuse you. And maybe they understood itself. Maybe terrorist Boko Haram Nigerian military, they understood it. They now told them, okay, give us your leader. Who are your leader? Let's go to somewhere else and talk. We never saw the video again. I didn't see that was where the video finished. Did you hear any more thing about it? I hope they've not gone to kill their leaders. I was so afraid for them. How cowardice, how foolish they were. Because all this why they've been silent. They've been joining them and spoiling the things we're doing. So I was like, if you really come for for pleading? Why are you singing war song? And then if you're really real, how can you now begin to pinpoint to your leaders and agree to go somewhere else and talk? Meanwhile, you came to talk there. Hey! Oh my dear, I'm sweating really of how foolish. You said these people are my people. I don't believe so. The real Igbo men are smart. If we are not smart, how come our forefathers have been holding that land for us till today? Till today, we now grew up and see Fulani coming back again fully. They held it. They were not cowards. They fought even to be able to keep it till now. Up until when we now got to it, our eyes now got opened. So we're not cowards. These people, where are they from? I keep on telling you guys this. You said these people are Igbos. We need to do DNA to find out these people. All these people are wearing red cap that were wearing red cap yesterday. Are they really Igbos? Hanguala mamafa aulundi Igbo. Wulundi Biafra. Because when I say Igbo here, all of us are Igbos. Because when Fulani are coming, Fulani are not only coming for Urubusoko. He won't come and tell you, okay, before I kill you, where are you from? Are you Urubisoko? Or, you know, Urubisoko keep on entering my mouth because that's the fastest one I know. Or Calabar, or Itanyang that have a town hall meeting very soon. They won't ask you before they throw you inside lagoon. Even your face, looking at yourself, they will tell you this one, no more Igbo. Whether you speak Igbo or you don't speak Igbo, that one I wahala. But so far as that's your face, they will just carry the person, throw inside lagoon. That was what they were doing in 1967-70. So when you're talking to Igbo, know you're talking to yourself. Beware of what you say. And then when you say that Igbos are killing Igbo, it then mean you also can kill your brother. It then also mean that everybody here, we're all suspects then. We're all terrorists then. We're all killers then. So when you're saying Igbos are killing Igbo, it then means that you yourself can kill anybody. But I know you have not killed because me, I have not killed. So all these people you see, they call themselves Igbo, they speak Igbo, they are NGOZI, they are Nkechi, they are not Ema, Chukuma. They are all these names, fake names everywhere. They are not Igbos. Stop being deceived. Identify your enemies clearly so you can fight better. If you can't identify your enemy, you will not be able to fight well. And this when you are fighting them, another now we're talking about Swin Ngozi. Somebody's still crying. That was how Emma now refused. Bam 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 refused, and all their gang. Meanwhile, they themselves are also genetic intermixed breed, and they were among us. We became mixed multitude. We need to separate. Let's find out who is who that are spoiling things for us. That was how Emma and Ruby now said no, that they shouldn't sue Ngozi. Because even, for example, if Emma and the Vam 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 and Ruby, they are correct, because they still see Ngozi as their sister. This is why they were against. But they couldn't identify Ngozi. Ngozi is not Igbo. Ngozi is not Biafra. Ngozi is not Biafra. And this is also why when you see anybody supporting Ngozi or querying why we must sue Ngozi, is another red flag on that person. You wouldn't have been a Biafran. You wouldn't have been an Igbo, because if you're an Igbo, you can't be supporting you can't be saying don't sue Ngozi after seeing all the people Ngozi killed and still killing till today. You see why I said you must identify your enemy. Ngozi is not your sister. That she speaks Igbo does not mean anything to me and you. Check their character. How do you identify your brother and sister? Check their character. You know you, how you behave. Those people, do they behave like that? This is almost how many months after 2025 coup d'etat. Till today, none of them have come back. So it's not like they were confused. No, because they were never you. They were never Biafrans. This is why you've not seen them. Understand this truth. If you don't understand this truth, you continue fighting with one leg somewhere else and the other leg somewhere else, and you will fight this fight till thy kingdom come. If you don't identify your brother and sister, you can't identify them, then you continue this fight. I don't know if I'm prophesying to you. Take it anyhow you want it. Yesterday, there's this man, Onyeka Chukwu called. What's his name again? Pure Fulani. He even used his own mouth and said it that he's Fulani. He used his own mouth and said he is Fulani. Meanwhile, he's answering 100% Igbo name. He was part of the politicians in Igbo land. Identify your enemies, Biafra. If you can't identify them, you will fight this fight till thy kingdom come. And this is how it resulted that we sued NGOZI. Some people have the guts to say, why are we suing NGOZI? Because you're a fake Biafra. This is why you've not understood that NGOZI have killed your brothers and sisters enough. That it's high time is called to the law. Wake up, oh. All of us must smell this hot coffee. We must smell it. I'll give you Mike 1 million, and then maybe from you just go straight to ANNANG town hall meeting. It's by 3 and it's after 3. 1 million, you have the mic, and buy from here, everyone. 1 million. When you finish, close the space. Ngwa, you have the mic, sir. Sorry. 1 million. Is it not there?
Sorry, Oma. I don't know whether from my location here, it's not up to 3 yet. This is 5 minutes after 2.
No, my own is. Guys, look well though, before I bring down the space when I'm not supposed to. Because I don't know. Guys, tell me the time. Biafran time will tell me.
This is 5 minutes past 2 here. I don't know whether my time is not correct. My time is correct.
Because I'm in another place.
Auntie Stella, good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. Do you know the time?
Yes, it's 5 minutes past 2.
Okay. So, okay, we have to. Okay, go on. We still have time. Thank God I didn't bring down the space. Okay.
All right. Auntie Stella, from your analysis, from all what I've just heard from you, I, as a Biafran, I didn't even wait to hear all these things before I analyzed those, I call it foolish and deceitful acts, because these are the kind of people that has been, planted among us for a very long time in our midst, even within the society. And we have not been able to identify them. But because of our resilience and our focusness on what we have been doing, despite the sabotage, even the in-house sabotage that we think that we already acknowledged, God is also using the opportunity, to also expose more of them, because, their conscience is already dealing with them. If I may ask each and every one of us here, in a real sense, from the fact, from every experience and every manner of injustice we, the Biafran people, have been met all this while. At this point of a time, in the face of our liberation, in the face of an event of our recognition, most especially when we have done our referendum, did everything possible under a legal cause on a very solid foundation, which we all can testify to it. Now, I may ask, please, at this point, if you as a Biafran, be you in abroad, be you in exile, be you in the homeland, and you might ask, maybe today or tomorrow, that this Biafra government, under this Biafra government in exile, and there will be a memo issue that our people should come up and maybe gather somewhere in Biafra land for a protest, what will any reasonable or each and every one of us at this point, feel or think about this government? That is number one question, because we all understand the points that we are. So whenever we see something like this, it is very, very easy to identify who they are, because more of these people will continue to identify themselves. Like I have said before, I said decision has been made. We are still making decision, and more decisions are still yet to be made. All these things are steps and part of those decisions, but it is left for us to continue, because this shaft that we are talking about, it is not something that you will just filter away and you will just go back and sleep and you think that you are still more sharp. So there are still more sharp that will that are still going to come up. So these people that you see, that at this particular point, when we know that we have a government, these people understand that, you know, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first place was kidnapped. He was not arrested. These people knew in the first place that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that an ultimatum has been issued even under the so-called UN organization for his release, and it was, you know, it was ignored, as if maybe nobody speaks, nobody said anything. It was ignored, totally ignored, even to the extent that even the Interpol has denied the fact that they said that they arrested, they were using the word arrested, and they denied that there was nothing like that. That all those are also in record. Now, to this point, now that we now have a government, I haven't seen all these things, even to the extent that even the judge in the so-called zoo have even ordered his release and his compensation. They did not even listen to him, to this extent that they are even make application for him to even attend hospital for his health. He is having kidney failure. His nose free. He cannot breathe very well. They refuse. And you know that this is the same government that is committing this atrocity against you. Then you at this point, then you gather yourself. Then you come out in one place and you are saying you are doing protest. You're doing protest for what? That what? As if what happened to those of our brothers that so many of you organized and deceived, that came out that they killed in Aba. Where were you then when they killed them? Was it not because of the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You all deceived them and lured them into the Nigerian terrorist army in form of protest, and all of them were killed. They were murdered. Where were you? Where were these criminals? Those of you that have now identified yourself, that are identifying yourself today, where were you to protest for even for what happened to your children? Where were you to protest that why would the Nigerian terrorist army do this to your children, for them protesting against you? But you people, you know that you people are stooges, because all these things are, you know, part of the sabotage that we're talking about. Because at this particular point, all you people are trying to achieve is to try to demoralize those people that have risen up because of the kind of news that we have heard about our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So bunch of idiots like you have decided to come out to see maybe if you can camouflage something to calm the. You are very, very stupid. All of you are very. I have not even heard what you people said. I just only saw the picture when our mommy was analyzing it, and immediately I came in with my opinion. I told her straight, live on air, that these people you see here, they are all saboteurs, and they need to be identified. That these are the people among the problems that we are having among our midst. These are not Biafrans, just like as you have said, Auntie Stella. Good afternoon from here. I'm sorry that I have not even greeted everyone. Good afternoon, my brother Maziri Ndewo Wachireke, Auntie Obi Chicago. I see you, MID Bridge, and each and every one of us. Good afternoon from here. I'll give the mic now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm not hearing any voice anymore. I just stepped out a bit. 1 million, have you finished?
Oh, I thought you were there. I was about to even request back for the mic. Like, yeah, I just ended my submission, but we are still together. We are here. So as long as the space continues, so we are here. So
your conclusion? Your conclusion?
Yeah, my conclusion was that you know, I was just trying to tell you. I was even talking to you, Ida said, like, I have already made my submission on this, concerning these evil people already on mommy's Betty's program. You know, I told her I never even knew all these things that you are saying, like the way they went there to protest, like what they were saying, and I have not even heard those ones before I even understand that these people. I told her that, look, these people, they are the main saboteurs. They are the problem that we are having. These are the people that it is very, very difficult for you to understand. But now you have seen them. This is the model of operandi. These are their plans, you know, to continue to, you know, somehow, because they have seen the rage of even those that have not been speaking, the way they are now coming out, everybody now is speaking because of the rage of what they have heard concerning the health of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and in otherwise, you know, seeing them compensating, you know, trying to dialogue and make peace with terrorists, while our leader, you know, those things are really disturbing our enemies. So they have to organize themselves in a form of protest so that to deceive others, to demoralize others, you know, those that are so to somehow calm the, you know, that is what our leader sometimes he used to call it damage control, or somehow to somehow calm the kind of damages and the people who are, you know, reacting to this evil injustice that has been met to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against his health condition as present. So they are trying to see how they can use something like something. We will leave what we're supposed to be talking about and start talking about this their nonsense act, and this their sabotage act, and this their evil, this their deceitful act that they have just done. So to conclude it all, I just say that these people needed to be identified, because these are among the problems that we are having in especially in Biafra land. What are you supposed to be doing by now? Are you not supposed to be, you know, to support the government, to support your own? But look at what they are doing. So they are trying to, their aim is to continue to demoralize those who are waking up, who are ready to even support the government, who are ready to do the needful. They are trying to see how they can calm them down, so that, you know, to see maybe tomorrow now they will not come back and tell you that don't worry, that the so-called criminals who kidnap our leader are going to do something about it. So this act is an act of sabotage. So these people are this act is out of sabotage. In fact, as a matter of fact, there is nothing like anything protesting for the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know the rightful way and the manner of protesting. Even as it stands today, Donald Trump, who is the world leader, he repeated it and he said it very plain and clear that you must defend yourself. It's a right of each and every one of us, and that is what we are doing. So all these ones that all these people are doing, you know, coming out to protest for who? Talk to who? Which government? The same government that kidnapped your own son, the same government that kidnapped our leader, the same government that have denied him, the same government that allowed him to continue to put on one clothes for more than good 5 years, and the same government that have told you that you cannot do anything. The same government that told you that you are a dot in a cycle, you are coming out to go and protest when you have army. Are you neglecting those army? Are you neglecting those governments? This is stupidness. They are very stupid. We know all their tricks, and all these kind of things. I wouldn't help. This is not what they are supposed to be using to be getting to us. Immediately we see this nonsense, we debunk it immediately and move ahead. That is how to deal with this kind of criminals, and even give them warning, because their faces has already been identified. These are the problems that we are having in Biafra land. Who are this bunch of miscreants? Is it what we are supposed to be doing by now? Bastard everywhere. Instead of you to be supporting our own, to deal with Nigeria, you are coming out to do protests. Protests will betize each and every one of you. Nonsense.
Thank you. Let's work close the space, because you've done real justice to this topic. You understand? Even they don't even look like us. Look at them. They look like Fulani mixed breed. When I say, you guys think I'm joking here, I'm not joking. No, this is a serious talk. I'm talking. Look at them closely. Look at Soludo and the children closely. Look at Ngozi. Don't Ngozi look more like Soludo instead of Soludo looking more like me and you? Okay, you can identify them with their faces. Look at their character, the way they behave. Look at the way they behave. These so-called red cap chiefs, look at the way they behave. This is over how many years the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is behind the counters. Now they woke up. Now they woke up. Just like 1 million said, to down spirit us. Oh no, we're not something. Can't they see the BDF? Can't they see all the things set in motion? Can't they fund it? No, because they don't want Biafra. They don't want me and you. They are being bought over. They're not even our people. Like our brother said, where are these people from? Where are they from? They are not me and you. We don't look alike. Character-wise, we don't behave alike. Face-wise, we don't look alike. And they are calling themselves the leaders of Ndibo, my foot. They now told them, okay, where are your chairman or your leader? Okay, who again? okay, bring them. Let's now go to somewhere else now and talk. I said, look at. They agreed though. They started calling their leaders. Who knows if they came back from that mission? Because we have seen this thing happen in Oklahoma before. They where are your leaders? They showed their leaders, took them out, gunned them, all of them down. Guys, you had it. These people are useless. And when the real Biafrans are really are seeing these people, they will think, we now woke up. You've not woken up anywhere. These people are sabotage. They are saboteurs. You remember how official about faked reverend pastors? You remember then? I will never forget that scene. He faked them and brought them to speak on his behalf during campaign. And when these people, he was Fulani, he wore them reverend hood. And then when they now finished doing the acting they did, the TV acting they did funding Nigeria so that official about will win the election. People now saw them sharing the money and they removed it. The same thing when you see them wearing the red caps, go and doing protests. They're all fake. They're all Fulani. They're not me and you. If they're me and you, they will come and support BDF. They will come and support what we are doing. They will come and support financially. BRGIE. Now we have gotten to where it has been our dreams of our real leaders to get to. Now we have gotten there. We've been able to penetrate. At least they can listen to us. They are not discussing our matter. If they are real Igbos, if they are real Biafrans, this one will interest them more than what they were doing yesterday. And then if they're really out to talk about freedom of Mazen and the can 2, 3 can find their way. They know how to go to all those offices before. They will find their way where they're supposed to. Soludo have said that he has gone to see Mazen and the can. A lot of them have claimed, Hope Uzodinja, all of them have all claimed they've gone to see him. All those red cap chiefs, they've said they've claimed they've gone to see him. Then go and organize yourself now. Go and talk better. No, you're doing Nzobu. And meanwhile, you came to plead. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. Who are these people? I think that's what will have been our topic. Who are these red cap chiefs? Because they are not our people at all. They don't behave like our people. My info, Chooks, you have the mic. Before we go back to raid. My info. Can somebody hear me? Am I talking to myself? My info. Okay, my info is not.
My info, Mazi choose.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mom, Stella, good afternoon. 1 million, good afternoon, and everyone on the stage, good afternoon. I pray that God Almighty will bless and help us to get to our final destination. Before I continue, I would like to say a few things. One of it is that those people that are doing that, their shenanigans, they are not our people. That is one thing I will say. They are not our people. That's the first thing. Number 2 is that I remember some time ago when our leader, Onyendu, said that we should stop eating cow meat because that their cow, they will use it for sacrifice or whatever before they send it down to our land. A lot of our people that have been eating that cow are now behaving like cows. If you watch their behaviors, all of them are just behaving like cows. That is why you will see some of fools like them. They will bring their own people out to be destroyed when their masters, the Fulanis, are protecting their own. It pained me the other day that when they went to that peace negotiation with this, if Nigerian military didn't go there with arms, it was bandits that were carrying arms all over the place. Imagine the leader of the bandits with how many magazines on his clothes. Yet our own people is the same people advise our people and say go and recruit your own people to kill themselves, so that when they now come against you, you will not be able to have people that will defend you. And our people foolishly accepted that. None of them asked questions. None of them may ask relevant questions. You know, in the time past, our people, there is this adage that we used to say in our place, which our people always say. They say that an elderly person does not stay in the house and a goat deliver with the rope. But today, we are seeing a scenario and a situation whereby it is now that elderly people that will go and carry the goat and put on the rope to deliver them. It is so when they are doing anything, nobody should look at them. Nobody should mind that thing they are doing. They are nonsense. All of them are nonsense. They are the reason why we are suffering today. I'm in the homeland. I'm not. I'm here. I know what I'm saying. Whatever I'm telling you, they are the cause of our problem here. They are the major reasons why our place is under this nonsense. They are the people destroying our youth. These people you see now. So nobody should regard anything they do for that thing. That thing is shenanigans. It means nothing. They actually, like what my brother said, 1 million said. 1 million said that they are trying to douse. What they are trying to do is to douse tensions because they know that people will be angry over the health issue of our leaders. So they now see it and then they now decide to douse tension so that when they do this, people say, yes, some people are speaking to where were they for the past 15 years? Where were they? Where were they? Do they need Elijah to come back to tell them that what has been happening is persecution? They are trying to eliminate every one of us. We are fighting for survival for Christ's sake. We are fighting for survival for crying out loud. Nobody should allow these people to deceive us. Who knows how much they just gave to them to begin to misbehave and to begin to say they are doing what nonsense? Where were they all these 15 years? That's my question. Where were they? If anybody that means well for his people will always rise up and say no. You can't. This thing cannot continue. I know my people. I know Igbo people. When you see them, I know how to tackle issues when it comes up. But these ones I'm seeing today, no. They are not our people. I'm telling you the truth. If they are, they will be under because truly, by the special grace of God, I am a pastor by His grace. And I see in the spirit that these people have casted spell over the enclave they call Nigeria. They have casted spell over them. That is why you see them, they are under serious, they will be dealing with them, killing them. Nobody will say anything. Nobody will raise a finger. Nobody will raise an eyebrow. Because they are under spell. They are under enchantment. And I can prove this because I think it was Sahara Reporter or one other newspaper of Nigeria that posted sometime during the inauguration of Tinubu. I can't remember the particular news outlet that carried that thing. Where the witches were boasting that they will send 300 witches to the inauguration of Tinubu, and the church kept quiet in Nigeria. Is it not spell? Is it not enchantment? So when you see them acting like this, nobody should ever think. Our hope now, let me tell you the truth. Our hope here, it is you that are outside that is our hope. We are looking up to you guys to help us because these people here, they are not helping us anywhere. They are not helping us. That's why I was angry when they allowed this woman and they say, in fact, for me, by now, that woman should have been in jail by now. Because she have done a lot, she have destroyed a lot. Where do we begin to count what she have done? Is it not because of her that these things are now happening the way they're happening today? Do you know how many people have died because of this nonsense? So that is why our hope is you guys that are outside. That's why sometimes I say people that go. I pray every day that God should protect you guys. That God should give you guys more wisdom and give our leaders more strength to carry on. That's my prayer every day. I don't cease to pray that. Is it now? Because these people you see, whatever they do, nobody should in any way regard them. If they don't, why would they go and protest? Did the Yoruba protest on their own? Did the Yoruba protest? The Yoruba own protest is not going to mandatory stopping the what do you call it, this Benin Republic, whatever, from releasing this man to the EU. So why would you go and protest when you know the right thing to do, when you know where to go, when you know what to say at the particular time? No, they won't do that. What they will do is, if anybody will say anything, they'll come for the person. As I'm speaking this thing now, I hide. Where I am is not far. It's not far away from where they have their this thing, inside village, where they have their what do you call it now? Military, whatever. Inside the village. Or is it not our? If it's not the people that brought them, people. So the people are not our people. We are our hope is in God and you guys that are outside. So no matter what they do, nobody should stop. Everybody should continue. Everybody should push. Everybody should continue moving. Nobody should ever look them. Nobody should ever regard whatever they do, because they are not speaking for us. They are not for us. They are, in fact, they are our number one enemy. They are against us. They are against us, because anybody that is not thinking of the progress and the full restoration and the full defending and recognition of Biafra, that person is not our people. That person is not our people. That person is not our people. So, my dear, I love what you guys are doing. I've been supporting and I've been following. Sometimes I stay on the listening session. That's because of the risk where I am. So I don't speak in we don't speak in the house. We don't even identify openly here because of we try to play safe here. So that is what I'm trying to say. Let us not listen to them. These people are against us. They are our enemy. They are our number one enemy. Okay, imagine now, Domi told them, go and recruit your people. And what they do? They came back and they recruiting our own people. Recruit your people to kill your people. So that now when they want to attack you, they will now have free entry, free liberty, free everything. Nobody will stop them again. And now what they do now is that they tag any young man, they tag the young man, ESN or whatever. And then the next thing is that they will just disappear the person. And elders are keeping quiet. My problem is that I confront some of them. You know what we want to do now? I may not be doing it, but I confront them and I say, why would you wait? Why would you keep quiet? And they will be doing this in your land. And you are keeping quiet. And you say you don't know. Who told you? The people you are saying you don't know. Have you ever seen any BDF member come outside to do any nonsense? Have you ever seen them? We know where BDF come to buy fuel when they come buy fuel. When they come, they will buy fuel and go on their own. Nobody touches, nobody disturb nobody. They don't talk to anybody. They only come there, buy fuel, pay and go. They do, and when they come, those stations nobody's running. Everybody goes there, everybody stays around. They come and do buy their fuel and go. But these ones now, they will just come and or rather, these people that are parading themselves now that they are Hanese useless. I told them that there's nothing like Hanese. These people are political. What do I call it now? I don't know what I will use to qualify them. They are the ones that come here. What now? Can I tell you something? Don't be surprised that this thing that they did, they have already paid them. So there's no need. They have already paid them. What they did, their purpose is just to douse the tension, so that people that are supposed to react or act will no longer do. But I know that God Almighty will answer our prayer. God Almighty will help us. And this journey we must get to our destination. They cannot stop us. They can't stop us. And I pray that God Almighty bless all of you. That wherever you guys are bringing it into your grace, God will replenish you and strengthen you. My brothers and my sisters, thank you very much. I would like to stop here. May good God bless you all. In Jesus' name.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, God bless you. Guys, I'm just sharing something. What do you call him? Weak or white? Because the white. Meanwhile, weak. I had a week, let me kukuma read it, that week bought a land in Abuja for his father. That disowned him.
This thing is making noise. Maybe my info to you. This thing is
800
making noise.
million worth of Abuja land. Wiko Onyoshi bought for the father that disowned him. Meanwhile, they said that he reduced the price itself to 100 million. The real worth of the land is 800 million. We can reduce it to 100 million, but for the father. We is busy acquiring the whole Nigeria to himself. You see what is wrong with all these people? This is why when they begin to wear red cap and pretending they are speaking on your behalf, no, they want to damn spirit you. So that if there's anything you wanted to do on behalf of Mazen Nandekan, on behalf of Biafra freedom, you won't do it again. Because you will not say, oh, okay, anyway, after all, our elders are there already on your behalf. They are not anywhere on your behalf. Oh. These people are not your... Who are these red-capped chiefs? They are not Biafrans. They are not Igbos. Where are they from? Who knows? This is getting to 6 years. Or 5 and something years. Mazen Nandekan is inside the dungeon. They've not said anything. They've not done anything. And suddenly they are waking up. That's a red flag already there. Something is wrong somewhere. Because the election is on the way. Election is right about the corner. So that they will pretend they protested though. So vote for you. I don't even know why they're still hoping on voting. When they are doing selection, they select whoever they want to the person to be a governor. Abuja Islamic Caliphate select. So why are they still pretending and deceiving the whole people that they still do election? And they allow people to be killing themselves for nothing's sake. No election in Biafra land. In fact, no election in Nigeria. It does not exist. What they do is election. So they are not showing off their faces so that they will tell you, come and vote for me, or I'm walking, or can't you see me walking now? I'm going to protest. And then when the biased Biafrans, the biased people, when they now see them, they will now say, our red chiefs are there now. They are doing something already. Didn't they protest yesterday on our behalf? Very soon now, they will now bring Mazin. These people are not Biafrans, so. They are not Biafrans, so. These people are Fulani genetic intermixed breed, that are looking for one position or the other. Can't you see whenever they want to feel relevance, they'll now go and visit Mazen and Kano. Whenever they want to feel some relevancy or they have a goal, a target, election, just like an election is right about. Don't be surprised Wike is also there doing a protest. Don't be surprised that Soludo can also be there. All these people that are targeting 2027, all of them, maybe they are there wearing red cap. And you think they are normal people. They are not normal, though. They are not normal. They are all Fulanese there. They have one and the same goal. They and the terrorist Islamic Nigeria government to buy all Biafrans and take over our land. This is their goal. Or the remaining ones must be converted to Islam. This is their goal. Don't be deceived. Rage, you have the mic before we bring down the space. Rage, because the time is flying. Guys, today is ANNANG town hall meeting.
It's ANNANG.
ANNANG. Yeah, ANNANG. Town hall meeting by 3 Biafran time. Come one, come all. Today is also our Mazen Nandekano's birthday. So you can pick up the mic and also pray for him. You have the mic, Rage.
All right, thank you very much, our beloved sister Stella, for giving me the mic again. As a matter of fact, about these red cap elders, I want to see it from another viewpoint. You know, these people are very good at Takia and they are very good at luring people into danger, you understand? So it's possible that they might have been paid by the Nigeria government. That is why even though they sang the Uzabu song, nobody harmed them, you understand? But if you are an elder or you are a true genuine Biafra, genuine citizen of Biafra, who has the love for the genuine love for Mazin Nadekano, and you go and do that, you know, you will be harmed. You might likely even be shot to death. You understand? So I need our people to really understand, because these people are very good at that. So they will just lure you there, just like what Ngozi Rabeze did to some of our people who really wanted this freedom, and they thought that they were on the right path. A lot of them, their information were put on the public space, and up to today, a lot of them have been adopted. A lot of them have been killed. You understand? So you that is a genuine Biafran, looking at these elders going to government house to do all this charade and no evil, no harm happen to them, and you want to go and do your own too, thinking that they are your people, my brother. The reverse might be the case. Your case might be different. You understand? You might be hunted down. So I really need our people to take precaution. They should take precaution so that they don't fall a victim of all of these things. Like my brother also rightly said, if they really want to do anything, they should support their children that are fighting for the freedom, and they should encourage our people to fund the defense forces that are in charge of the security of the land. And one major thing they also need to do, they should desist from bringing the enemies to our land. You understand? Because in the public, they might come to the public and do this their display or their protest, and behind closed door, they are the ones bringing these terrorists, these killers to our land to commit mayhem and massacre. You understand? So that is a double face, two face, which I don't really want any of our people to fall a victim of. And yesterday, my brother had the program. He was speaking about it wasn't Prime Minister that sued Ngozi and stuff like that. Truth is that I wanted to speak in that program, and as many that are agitated, they are constituting nuisance because time of accountability has come. It was the Prime Minister that sued Ngozi Rabuse. It is the Biafran people, because when you make yourself the new face of Nigeria to fight against the people's freedom, the Biafran people have the right to hold you accountable wherever you are. So it wasn't the Prime Minister that sued her. So it's better that she respects anybody that is begging for her, whatever they are. We are fully in support of holding people accountable, people that, because should we continue to allow people to sabotage this freedom? You that are begging for her, is it because your brother has not been killed as a result of a sabotage? Is it because any of your loved ones have not fallen a victim of their sabotage? You understand? So let that message be gotten very clear. Let them get the message very clear. You understand? It wasn't PM Samuel Ekpa that sued Ngozi Rabuse, and I will sue the likes of Madam Raphael Ajaire and all these Ugo Dele and Choma Imamugu and their likes. You understand? It is the Biafra people. They will be sued with the same law that is signed. You understand? So because once they make themselves the new face of the enemy to fight against the freedom of the Biafra people, the Biafra people have the right to hold them accountable wherever they are. You understand? So let that message be very clear to each and everyone, and they should stop. And like I want to speak to my APM self, if he can hear us. Anybody that is begging him to drop any lawsuit, the only reason this thing is even getting slow is because of the money is not available. Like me, I personally, if I had money, I would have personally sued that Madam Raphael Ajaire, because I can't even wait to see that idiot rot in jail, rot in prison.
When you're suing, you will sue where money will come out from. Now, if you sue Nigeria, what will you gain? What will you gain from suing Nigeria? You know, you will sue where money will come out from. You need money.
Part-time job they do. Part-time. Thank God. Part-time job now they do.
Anyways, but the truth is that even though it's part-time job that he's doing, the people that are encouraging him, the Nigeria government that is funding, the money that they give to him to do this sabotage, to mislead our people to their early grave, he should use the money to also sort himself out, because it would be my greatest pleasure to see morons like this. Good, That's why you see that in society, people that are really exploiters, people that are very useless and very hopeless. These are people that are exploiters. You understand? You see good where honorable people gather, noble people gather. You will see one useless miscreant just come, cause katakata. This is the position that like the people like Mandarafel Ajere fall into. You understand? So if I had the money, I can't even wait for him, for that imbecile to go to jail. You understand? Because that's why our leaders. I just pray to God that God should really maintain a heart of stone for our APA, because starting from our leader Mazinari Kano to Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, they are too soft-hearted. Just imagine if PM did not forgive this moron, this bingo, this goat who call himself Madam Raphael Ajede. If he did not forgive him the first time, would he come back the second time? The moment they know that people are being held accountable for sabotage, because they know that they are in this struggle to sabotage, he got to all of them. They got agitated that before it will get to us, let us scatter everything. This is exactly what they are doing. Because when we were agitated, everybody was saying that NGOZI should be sued. They thought that it was a joke. But before they know it, bah, BRGIE has sued her through the APM. And it became a very big surprise. Then they begin to return. It's like these people are serious. So they think that they will continue to fold our hands while they continue to sabotage, kill our people, set set us backward. Each and every time I will continue that English.
Yeah, rigmarole.
Rigmaroling. You understand? So do they think that is how it's going to be? So as a matter of fact, anyway, I don't even have much to say. All we just need to do right now, let us be serious. Let us be serious-minded. If you are tired, please just step aside quietly. Step aside quietly. Because the truth is that all these saboteurs, they are IGG. You can't stand it if you don't have mind. You know if you stand the IGG. That is their initial gragra. We call them initial gragra for what? You understand? Because when the NGOZI Rabuzi, they do her initial gragra, everybody think that she carries the whole world on her head. But today, look at what is happening now. So when you see them, all these likes of Madam Raphael Ajere constituting nuisance. When her touch them now, you serve the paper now, people will begin to come and be begging for them. But those people will forget the number of people they have killed with their misinformation. They have deceived to their illegal. You understand? People will forget all about that. Eh? Where are these people that were doing initial gragra with Ngozi Rabuzi? Where are the Arize? Marvelous Arize? Where are the Otuwamanya when they talk like person who swallow big ogoro? Where are the Claridims? Where are the mad order who call ourselves mad peace? Eh? Where are all of these people? Where is that one where be like the washable murede? All these poisonous poisonous stick where they wash for inside pond, where they kill fish for inside pond, where they for Ghana, where they call itself is the Jokpa killer for that place.
Idiot, that idiot will do face like rat. Hey, I don't go forget that idiot name. When they say I be Jokpa one of Biafra, that mugu. That guy, waiting that guy. You know, all these people, all these things, they try to get to for a very long time. They among us for a very long time. That is they advertise themselves. They try to claim relevance. And as our prime minister and as being the Biafra government, because the foundation of this government, that is no to any infiltration, no to any sabotage. But these people tried so hard. That same idiot, he said I be Jokpa of Biafra of Biafra land, Wangwa. He said from Wangwa land. This boy, he find all possible means. He go come to tell us how it be military, how it be this, how it be that, just to see whether it will get access to the Biafra Liberation Army in homeland. And all those things when they do, nobody acknowledge them. He go just come, he go talk. He go end for social media. Wetin he dey expect be say after he talk finish, maybe they'll call am VIP calling based on his experience or call those kind of things so that from there the public get more information, more details. All these people, number one, sabo. But today, thank God say you just remember that one name now. Where all those ones dey? Now all these ones, now they always be there for front line. Anytime when they say we dey on space, like we dey on media, now they always be there on front line, just like as all of us like they hear they talk. But who go tell each and every one of us say once upon a time we dey like this before? Now they will be the first people to even not be say they come out quietly, but they try to drag millions follow body. They try to deceive millions, if not because of our resilience today, my brother Matthew. Waiting we for the talk today. Because these people, when the people
Sorry.
they for front line, like this Otuwamwaya, all these people, now the kind of people when they say, when we go they swear for the rest of like all these people, come here, just keep quiet first. They wait, make hand then meet that mad woman for America. If hand don't meet that mad woman for America, both Christopher, both Otuwamwaya, all these people, they are evil, their own. Now their own, me I dey talk for here openly anywhere where they make the year because me I hate nonsense. These evil people stand and watch this kind of things to happen when everybody already project it and they know the good, and after they don't do everything now, if they see any of them from media again, they don't already withdraw. They don't already withdraw. I'll leave the mic here. Thank you. I think I will.
Man, Stella, you want to talk? Go ahead.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be concluding. We have 10 minutes to 3. So like we were all saying, so the so-called red cap, I even hate to call it Igbo leaders, red cap chiefs. Where are these people from? I think that's what I even changed it to. All these red cap chiefs, where are they from? Because they are not Igbos, they are not Biafrans, and they don't represent us. They don't represent us. They are Fulanese. They are in disguise. They spoke Takia. They didn't mean it. And then when they came to plead, meanwhile they were singing a war song. You understand? And I tell you, if they are real, if they did those red cap chiefs were real Biafran Igbo chiefs, with that war kind of a war song, Nzobu Nzobu Enyimba Enyi, Nzobu Enyimba Enyi, in front of terrorist Boko Haram Nigerian military, they will open fire on them.
Hand for touch them.
They will open fire on them. But because because they knew that these people are fake, that they are their brothers, that was why they were pretending. Because they know real Nzobu is in Okigwe happening, right, live and direct. BDF there is fighting off terrorists in Nigeria army. So when they they really did something that almost entered into problems with. But I tell you, because they are all fakes there, that was why they didn't enter into that problem. Because you can't be coming to plead for somebody to release your brother, and you're coming to them with Nzobu Enyimba Enyi. That's the red flag there, that you're fake. All of you wearing red cap yesterday, you call yourself Igbo chiefs. You are all fake there. You are fake. You are no chief anywhere in the Biafra land. You are no Igbo, in fact. You are no Biafrans. That was a setup. It was a show you guys went to do. It was a video show. And they told you guys, where are your leaders? You really pointed, I was like, really? You really agreed in pointing your leaders? And they told you, bring your leaders. We are not going to another separate place to talk with your leaders. Sure. Have you ever had such thing? When protesters are there and you want to solve the problem, you solve it in front of every protester so that they will believe
Now
you.
setup. It's a setup. You understand? So I just pray that our people should be wise enough not to fall a victim, thinking that these people are genuine people, not knowing that these are part of the enemies that are just used to lure them or woo them into the hands of the enemies. You understand? That's just the prayer I am praying.
Nobody should identify.
When they came to plead, then when they are bringing solution, they are supposed to give a solution in front of the whole protesters, so that everybody will hear them say something And everybody will agree and believe. No, they told you, where are your leaders? That was a red flag to me then.
Mommy Stella, what I'm still saying, my advice now to our people is that nobody should accept to identify themselves with these people. In as a matter of fact of any kind of propaganda and this kind of deceitful act that they have just displayed. It is a fact. Anybody who identifies themselves now with these people will be a victim, will be a target, because they have already done their job. They have done their job. Them themselves are not they are not the target, but it is you that will now begin to identify yourself, that will now begin to even go and ask them what is the outcome. Those of you that are even believing that will be talking, especially in the homeland, you have to disassociate for yourself from any meeting, any gathering of any manner of any set of this kind of people, any discussion like this. These people, you have to disassociate yourself from them if you want to be saved, because these people, they have already been identified by the zoo, by your enemy, those ones who kidnap. You know what is meaning of kidnap? If somebody who they kidnap somebody, will they allow that person to go to hospital? Don't you know that the Nigerian terrorist state, they know exactly? Don't you understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested? We are saying allow him to go to hospital as if he was arrested. It seems like we don't understand what is going on here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and anybody who was kidnapped, a kidnapper does not have a hospital. A kidnapper does not have a proper cell. A kidnapper does not have prison.
My brother, of course.
That is correct. And anybody that is advocating or saying, even all these one lawyers, they are still deceiving. I know what I'm saying. I'm not speaking about, but it's a fact. If these people have this kind of case, if I'm a lawyer, I will not go there. But I will not assume that what they are doing is not good. It's good, but you have to speak out the truth, because all these things that they are still among the people that have been deceiving the people, making us to look as if maybe one day or the other something is going to happen. Tomorrow they will say court, tomorrow they will say judge. Which kind of nonsense is that one? Who is deceiving who? What are we talking about? Or is it just going to see Mazna and bring him out and bring him in for good 5 years, and we are here still talking? Haven't knowing the exactly thing that we know that we're supposed to do. Even all these judge, all these lawyer, all of them, how many of them are supporting Biafran government in Nigeria anonymously? Are we joking? And tomorrow you will come out and be taking his word, his kidney is failing, this one. What do you want us to do when you already know exactly what to do? Are you doing it in any way anonymously? It's good and fine. The ones people are doing, giving us information, we appreciate. But at least behind the scene, all of you, each and every one of you, know what is on ground. You people know the exact reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still being held. Because of the Biafran Liberation Army and because of the momentum of the Biafran government in exile, pursuing the recognition of Biafra. This is the only reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still being held, because they are trying to get to us. I beg, sometimes like this, it seems like sometimes people will just come out and don't they understand that? Don't they understand that at this point we already know where we are? All these things is not what we need. We know what we need, and we have to back it up with action than all this kind of nonsense. So when we see some stooges, all these kind of political stooges that have gang and gathered themselves, trying to look for more people to deceive and to demoralize, we will not tolerate that anymore. We are telling them a very strong message that those nonsense, those time for those nonsense has passed. That all those things, they are just doing it on their own. They are even using it more to expose and to allow the Biafran people to identify them, because these people are evil. They are evil elders. They are the people that are supposed to even call their children, call us, or ask each and every one of us to do the needful to support this volunteers that we have that have risen up to defend our land. That is the only hope. That is the only way. That is the only language that we can use to speak. That is the only protest that we can speak. That the Nigerian terrorist state who kidnap our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we understand and even allow and do the needful, allow him to go to hospital or even release him. That is the only way.
So
Apart from
let me ask you one question. Let me ask you one question, then you conclude the space for us. So we have to go. So if we still have real red cap chiefs or leaders, what would you want them to do? And then conclude the space.
Thank you very much, Mommy Stella. Just in a brief, if we really have those real elderly or those red cap chiefs, at this moment we have all seen and we all understand, even a child in like Kamsin understand the meaning of what we are doing and really understand that there is no any other way apart from the path that we have chosen. If you are a real elder, you're a real Biafran, a real chief, or wherever you are, my advice is for you because I understand the state, I understand the conditions, I understand how we have been, suppressed, being held injustice, both militarily, and otherwise and all that. When you speak, they come for you. So anonymously, you have to, try to, the time you used to go for protest, the time you used to deceive or to deceive other people or to encourage them to demoralize the mental toughness of the young ones. What you need to do is that you have to, encourage others and, tell them to support the only hope that we have, which is the Biafran government in exile. If you have children abroad, you have to encourage them to continue to support the BRGIE. If you have children in the homeland or even yourself, you have to begin to identify yourself with the Biafran government in exile anonymously, based on, making sure that you also speak to others. If you are in pleasure, you speak to the young ones, anonymously as well. You help this government to spread the gospel, the news, letting them know that now we have the government and now we have the army. We are fighting for our recognition, and this is the only hope. This is the only way. So they have to come together and make sure that they do this evangelism that we are also doing, because they also have the capacity in their own various way, to speak to the people anonymously. So they have to support anonymously in their own capacity, also helping to evangelize anonymously and avoiding sabotage. So this is just the only thing I'm going to say to the real red cap chief. So you have to be wise as well. You have to be very, very careful who you discuss with or who you talk to. So in order to preserve yourself as well, because I know that there are good ones as well, and there are evil ones. But at this time, it is not the time for gathering yourself, seeking for political relevance or maybe one thing or the other. No, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gone beyond the time we are using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to get any political position, if you want to, Biafra has gone beyond that. We are now in the reality, so we have to face the reality. The reality now, and the only hope of the Biafran people is the Biafran government in exile and the Paso government in homeland. The Biafran Liberation Army are there to make sure that they need to respond to every aggression and every reaction of the Nigerian terrorist state against the Biafran people. So we have to recognize them and support them. That is what I'm going to say. Thank you very much, and still God bless.